Another training session done, 2 days in a row. Feeling a little beat up, tired, but glad I trained. So the plan is to put the driving it home with the professor out 4 times a week, Monday through Thursday, releasing it out in the morning. Morning relative anywhere between 8 and 10. Anyway, question I received in regards to what a jiu-jitsu or martial artist should do when they move to a new city after they've been trained for a little while. You know, they're looking for a new school, right? And this happens a lot where, you know, you have a student or a friend or whatever that trains martial arts and they wind up moving and they want to find a new school, and you know, they ask you if you have any recommendations. And if you're an instructor for a while, you're usually going to have either some recommendations or you know, from reputation, places that in your specific martial art, places or schools that they should the students should visit. Having said that, picking a new martial arts school is always difficult because you're leaving a culture that you're used to. If you've been there for a while, you're leaving a training environment, hopefully that you enjoy, and you're always going to be comparing your new school to your old school. Sometimes the new school is better, sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's equally as good for the same reasons or for different reasons. But if you're moving to a new city and you do have experience, I highly recommend checking out a few different schools. You know, giving them a call, being honest, say I have experience, I'm looking for the right fit for me, and I want to come check your school out. Most school owners, especially if you have experience, should be open to that idea. You know, they don't need to explain to you what the martial art is that you're looking for. You're already a seasoned practitioner, so they don't have to sell you on that. So the nice thing for them is that their school can stand on the strength of itself rather than any kind of sales pitch or all this other stuff. So if you move to a new city and you're looking for a new school and you are an experienced martial artist, I feel like you're well within your rights to say, hey, I'd like to come check out a class. And the school owner is well within their rights to say, hey, great, come in, or no, we do it a certain particular way and you need to come in and sit down and do a one-on-one lesson and move forward. So if you're willing to do what the school owner says, that's good. If not, then you just move on to the next school. But just make sure that you're not settling in the new city that you're moving to. Don't settle because of proximity, right? I hear that all the time. Oh, I found this school so close to me. Well, that's great, but just make sure that it's close and it's good. Close isn't something that makes a school good. It just makes it convenient, right? Sometimes it's worth it to drive that extra 20 minutes, half hour. You know, nowadays I don't think people drive more than a half hour for jiu-jitsu, especially in our area. But, you know, give yourself that time. If a school's 5 minutes away and there's another school 30 minutes away, you know, if that school that's a half hour away you feel is much, much better, don't settle for the school that's 5 minutes closer. So that's my advice. Moving to a new city, I particularly had this from one of my students who's moving up north, and we gave him some recommendations, and he's checked out a few places, and you know, he came back this Sunday to kind of let me know what's going on with him. So I hope it works out for him. He's a great guy, good student. Yeah, sad to see him go, but happy to see that he's going to continue training. Ultimately, that's what we want. All right, driving it home with the professor, giving you some insight on if you move to a new city, how to pick a new school, or not even what you should be looking for, but what you need to be doing. All right, take care.